What's cooler than being cool? Ice cold, and that's why I'm using the Ice Bow today. Even though I should probably be using Frost Blast, but what can I say? I've kind of already done that run. Also, somebody did say that apparently Pyrotechnics is brutality scaling. Huh. That has nothing to do with anything. I just wanted to see that because I saw it in one of the tubes here. Well, anyway, Ice Bow is a simple weapon. Freezes enemies, has a much larger range than Frost Blast. Significantly less cooldown, of course, than the Ice Grenade. But aside from that, mostly an uninteresting weapon. I think that the real stuff to talk about with it is the fact that it has quite the history behind it compared to a lot of weapons. All the way back in the OG version of the game being totally useless because it was extremely slow, and even with that extra range, it did not make it compete with the Frost Blast at all. Eventually getting changed up to being much faster, and then of course being able to pierce and hit at a huge range. And additionally, back in the day when there was still damage reduction on some weapons, any sort of like utility weapon would give you like a flat damage reduction rather than having a lot of extra damage as it would as you scale up weapons these days. So the Ice Bow was just a simple way to get a good amount of crowd control while also making sure that you were staying at that 80% damage reduction cap that you really wanted to be at back in the day, because otherwise enemies were hitting real hard. But then, of course, they took away the damage reduction, turning Ice Bow back into, well, it's fine. I don't know, for most survival runs, and especially for tactics, I think I would rather have something that would do a little bit of extra damage rather than crowd control. And additionally, it is much easier to use Ice Grenade for its huge range comparatively. So, I don't know. I mean, it's still probably pretty good. The ability to hit an enemy across the map and freeze them in place, slow them down for a while, everything, all the niceties that you get out of using anything that freezes is good and all, but I don't know if it's necessarily better than just about anything else you could be using the second slot. Same sort of issue that I had all the way back with the Fire Blast, of course, where sometimes I just wonder, I don't know, how valuable is crowd control? Maybe in this latest version of Dead Cells it's actually quite good because, you know, you're a little bit more incentivized to either run very fast past enemies, where freezing can be quite useful, or killing everything, which more troublesome enemies being able to freeze them in place is going to be very helpful. There's a lot of things to think about and a lot of things to be experimenting around with, but for right now I actually gotta get some kind of a run working. Cluster Grenade? I don't know. That is... Now that it's survival scaling, it is kind of tempting, but how about protecting you from the blaze for 10 seconds? If I get like a lot of... You know, this is a good thing to pair up with Heart of Ice, of course, for cooldown reduction. If I just constantly have this on, will I be entirely protected from melees? No, it does not appear that I will be. That said, that was worth trying. I guess that's sort of a artifact from earlier updates now that the current one is in... The melees update is in beta, meaning that, well, I'm gonna have to start getting used to this thing, I suppose. And as much as I would like the Rampart, how do I... What's the button you need to hit to switch to the backpack? Yeah, I should have the backpack, right? Did they change that up or something? Because I haven't... I've been sort of busy playing other video games as of late, so I haven't really been checking out some of the new stuff with Dead Cells. I'm sorry. I know you were my first love, Dead Cells, but I just had to go play a big grinding game. Rip no backpack? Oh, what? They got rid of it? Aw, lame. I kind of like the change up they had there. Oh, it's a meta upgrade. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Well, that's unfortunate, though. You need to unlock it. Well, dang. I'm glad they didn't get rid of it, though. I was worried there for a second when people were saying, rip backpack. Because I like the idea. Well, I guess I'm not going to be doing it in 5-cell mode now, am I? Yeah, whatever. Let's keep moving on here. I'm a little bit disappointed that Tonic didn't quite pan out in the way that I wanted to. That said, it should still be good for a lot of things right now. Alternate weapons to increase attack speed. It's still kind of interesting to think about, but I don't know. I mean, I would be able to alternate between, like, Ice Bow and, you know, any like, melee weapon pretty easily. Something to consider. I'll take it in the next area, because obviously I do think that Heart of Ice is going to be way more useful, like, ASAP, compared to Kill Rhythm. We'll see. But certainly that is, that is one that would really benefit from, like, back and forth, because unlike, say, Frost Blast, for example, I do believe Ice Bow still does damage even when enemies are frozen. So, yeah. Maybe even give a little bit of bleeding if I get enemies that unfreeze start to bleed. I don't know. I mean, especially I think it's because one of the major nerfs of this item that came about as a result of a bunch of updates was just, well, shorter freeze time. Kind of unfortunate, but if I'm going to be switching back and forth here for Kill Rhythm, that might not matter too much. Besides, enemies no longer gain permanent resistance. Okay, come on now. Enemies no longer gain permanent resistance to getting hit by... Now, come on. Any sort of crowd control effect, so it won't be nearly as bad, I think. Change up Scythe Claw, lower DPS, but it's much faster. Ah, come on. The super high DPS was what made Scythe Claw. I loved it. Pour one out for OG Scythe Claw, everybody. Too good to last. Can't say I'm surprised, though. All right. Hopefully I can find some sort of hunk of cheese around here, because I would really very much like that at this point. I mean, I guess this is probably better than Ice Grenade for right now. Not like I'm really getting too much usage out of that. Broadsword is not your friend. It is one that I'm being a little bit too careless with, so I should probably switch up to something that doesn't rely on big combos for its DPS. Because that's going to be something, especially if I do end up taking Kill Rhythm, that will be bad for me. As it is, though, second that I'm able to find... Oh, boy, we got enemy respawning. Second that I'm able to find any sort of healing, I should be totally okay. And I think it's going to be happening sooner than later. Oh, no, Tonic is broken. Ah, come on now. Yep, Tonic is broken. Everybody, I'm sorry to say right now that Tonic, unfortunately, has left the building. Yeah, it's not what I wanted to do, but, like, man. More spam than run and plan? I mean, I would call it run, but keep your head about you, which is ironic because you don't have one. Yeah, it is super not working. Is that... Oh, boy. Ice theme? I mean, look, we got these cool ice outfits. I also want to do something with the Santa outfit, but it's not... I have to figure out how to unlock it first, and then, yeah, the Tonic is just super broken. I'm very sad about that. Yeah, I have to figure out how to unlock the Santa run first, and then I have to figure out what would actually be an appropriate thing to use with the Santa outfit. I mean, as we all know, the traditional Santa weapon is a bazooka, but such a thing does not exist in Dead Cells. Very nice. So, not really too much I can do about that. I guess the second... If they decide to, like, introduce a gigantic burlap sack weapon, that would be something. I don't know, hit enemies with it, and if you, like, hold down to charge, you throw out foodstuffs, like the ice and electricity combination in Kirby 64 Crystal Shards. My favorite combination in that game. Now, would the items that you throw out be themed after the food that you had, the current food style that you had? Of course it would. You don't even need to ask that. But, no, I don't know what else. The pan? Pan's probably pretty closest to having the refrigerator power-up that I just described. Everybody look forward to Santa run with the pan next time, I guess. War Spear, I mean, I think War Spear is a little bit better than this. It's easier to certainly, like, throw out and then combo, throw out combo. Like, look at that, see? There's something there. How am I doing today? I'm feeling pretty I'm not doing great in the game. I'm feeling good otherwise. A little bit tired. Been hard at work. Playing video games. Look, I've been playing video games a lot. It's just... Should this surprise you at all? I just wanted to do a whole lot of fun... I just wanted to do a good grind game recently. No, it's not Cyberpunk. Actually playing Graveyard Keeper, which I'm enjoying quite a bit. But yeah, it is pretty much, I do like setting up all the automation and blah, blah, blah. Okay, no, it's just... Why is that slot just totally broken? Oh, this is not good at all. Don't forget to use the ice bow for reasons. I was just doing a whole bunch of stuff. I guess I've also been watching other people play Cyberpunk, which has been interesting. Kino has much larger part in that game than I thought he would. Like, I thought he was just going to be a major, you know, like the Lance Vance of the game. But no, he's like actually the main character almost. So, yeah, I don't know. Did you get to Messenger yet? Well, I mean, I think next up... Hey, I'll take that. Why? What did I do to anger you, Dead Cells? No spoilers? I didn't say... There's no spoilers. I'm just saying that Keanu Reeves has a much larger role in that game than I thought. That's it. I hate this. Yes. Motion twin, fix your game, etc. We all know. We know the drill by now. Anyway. I mean, the other thing, of course, that I've been... Anyway, I didn't just go on a big rant. Okay, continuing on with the game. That said, I don't know if I'm gonna actually play that game myself. Like I said, I still haven't played Witcher 3 has been on my list to do for quite a while, so we're gonna have to wait on that, I think, for some time here, if I ever end up playing it. Seems like it's probably a good idea. Leave it to CD Projekt to maybe like iron out some of the bugs I've been hearing about. I'm still very disappointed that I do not have both of my slots right now. That is like a serious problem. Okay. Yes, the very fast usage of the ice bow is really going to come in handy here, I think, compared to just about anything else. If I can get some sort of piercing, that's also going to be quite good. All right. Oh, boy. Should I just, like... Maybe what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, like, return to the title screen, get back into the game, and then... Yeah. See if that happens to fix it. Because I'm still not entirely sure what's going on here. Yes, it did. Okay, good. A little bit worrying, because I really did not want to have to deal with that sort of nonsense throughout the... throughout this run here. Oh. Double ammo might not be a bad idea right now, just saying. Rhythm and Bazooki, I guess it doesn't really work quite as well as I would want it to. Sort of weird. I can see this working, though. I can see this sort of combination working. I just need a better item. Certainly something that is good and colorless is what I'm looking for. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Amy. For the bits. Apparently, some emotes that came from that. Okay. Come on, can I at least get rid of... There, good. Do I have... I don't have extra damage on frozen targets with the bomb, but that might be something to look for a little bit later on. Oh, having that whole glitch happen at the start of the run kind of messed up my whole rhythm. Also just taking way too much damage, but, you know. No surprise that that taking damage in a game like Dead Cells is bad. Is generally detrimental to your health. Okay, as it is though, I'm gonna zoom on out of here. Forget about this nonsense. I am just going to ice bowl my way through anything that I feel might be an issue. If only I had piercing though. Pierce all enemies would be quite good right now. Oh boy, oh boy. Did you? Where do you unlock the backpack? No idea. I didn't actually know that you need to unlock the backpack until people told me about it. So that's going to be something I have to figure out later. In the meantime, I think traditional route, as I was doing last time, same idea here. Tonic was changed so it only activates the cooldown once an effect's finished. However, it's incredibly bugged and it doesn't happen. So it was Tonic that did that. All right, anybody watching at home, look out for that. Seems like it might be important. Let's just take astronomy for right now and hope for the best, I guess. Costs 120 cells to unlock, and it's just unfortunate that I can't even see that right now because, you know, 5-cell mode. You ain't unlocking anything in 5-cell mode, unfortunately. But at the same time, that's just how it is. Undead Archer, oh boy. Something so low level that it does not even appear in 5-cell mode unless you get the special spawns like that. Speaking of which, Malaise is getting kind of up there, eh? Yeah, didn't quite get the... I don't know, I was focused too much on the Thorny, didn't even notice the Slimeling sneaking up behind me. Ain't that always how it goes? I think I'd take a Death Orb at this point. I think I would actually be pretty happy seeing a Death Orb. God, the snowman running on the wall is very goofy. Okay. This is going to be rough. Spawns are coming in fast and furious, Tokyo Drift, so I'm going to have to look at this. Okay. Got a slasher that got kind of messed up there. Cool. Thank you, game, I guess. What? How much do I need to do to get rid of you here? Wow, that guy had so much health. Oh, great. Yeah, I still don't have a good, like a good main hand weapon as of just yet. And certainly not having a shield is a problem. Well, Thorny turned around. Complete 180 for this run. Decide to go tactics this time because survival, I'm going to be real with you, not really working out. And besides, I've already used 2 potion charges up to this point, so I don't really think I need to say much of anything else regarding how difficult this latest patch has been. It is, as always, just a matter of getting used to it. Just got to get used to it. But until that point, I think taking out the most powerful weapons that I can, i.e. the Alchemic Carbine, is going to do me a lot of good, and certainly has been doing me a lot of good here. Big, big area of effect. Damage even when I'm not around. Very passive. No, it's a lot of good stuff here, and I think it's exactly what the Dr. Me ordered for this run in particular. I gotta say, unfortunately, I don't think... I don't want to say it, but I don't think the ice bow's that good. I would rather have a shield most of the time, if I'm gonna be totally real with you. And even then, I feel like I can probably get some better stuff for a secondary item when it comes to tactics anyway. Come on now. 5-cell mode. These enemies get pretty tanky and pretty difficult to deal with. Oh well. If I even find a piece of food right now, I should be looking at least somewhat okay. Come on now. Oh. It is rough. It is rough. I don't think anybody's going to deny. However, it's just unfortunate that I don't have like all the cool backpack stuff that I want right now. That was close. Very nice. Hey, me. Okay, now Doc, get good. I'm trying so hard. You don't even know the extent to which the hardness is getting to get good. What am I even saying right now? This is nothing. Okay. What is that legendary item, by the way? I can't even see. Oil grenade? I mean, with the right items, I could probably get some. Yeah, I don't want to take some of this 2 times damage. Not again. Not after last time. What did they add to the backpack? I mean, I gotta go unlock it now. They also apparently made it so that the mutations have like a 5-second proc time in between being used, which is a big difference maker compared to how it was before. Needless to say. Unfortunate, but hey, it's just how it goes sometimes. Can't say I didn't really see it coming, considering how overpowered I think we saw some parts of it could be. As far as I know, they haven't changed the cursed sword thing yet, and that's a lot of extra damage, especially late game, as we've seen. Oh, great. Here come the elites. And that said, yeah. Man, I hate this, but what are you gonna do? This is where I'm talking about that whole like passive damage and everything coming in here. We can also get extra damage on like poison targets. That would be double plus good. Unfortunately, I don't know if that's going to be coming up anytime soon. I love mozzarella sticks. Me too. They're good. Of course, like fried cheese stuffs. I mean, you know, I've talked about this before, but it's like I'm living in Wisconsin. We have like a fairly common, I guess, the largely local, but I suppose I've been making national strides as of late. Culver's. Like, their big thing is fries get replaced with the fried cheese curds. I mean, their big thing. I guess it's just one thing. I suppose they're not always replaced, but you should get them replaced if you're going there. We're like one step away from poutine, and yet we don't have them. We still don't have that here. I don't know what the deal is. Like, where's my poutine? Already. Just like, it would be so easy. We already got the cheese curds. They're all over the place. I can go and get like a bag of cheese curds right now, and maybe I will later. But, you know. I don't have like brown sauce and fries, especially fresh fries. They'll combine those things into. Gotta go to Russia for that? Wait, what? Russia for what? Oh, some other types of cheeses. Okay, why is the stream talking about chess? You know. You know. Totally normal. Things to speak of here. Oh, God, I should, like, try going for potion charges at this point. Oh, this is going to be sort of a short episode again, unfortunately, but that's what happened. I mean, big sweeping changes. Big sweeping changes mean maybe some truncated runs here and there. Unfortunately. Oh, Ches, I mean. I see. Go to Russia for poutine. Oh, okay. I get it. Not laughing, but I get it. Okay, maybe that was a laugh. Is there Russian cheese? There absolutely is. I don't know what it is, though. Isn't poutine Canadian? It is French Canadian, from what I understand. But yes, I mean, like, I'm right next to Canada. Come on. I'm just saying. Well, I'm not right next to Canada, but the States. I don't live in the no man's land Yukon of northern Wisconsin. What do you do? Oh, that. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Take that, people that live in northern Wisconsin. You're right, we do suck. Good. First step is admitting it. Russians have a lack of contribution to the cheese world. Oh, come on, there's got to be something, right? I refuse to believe that there's nothing. For some reason, yeah, like creating bacteria cultures in milk is universal to much of mankind. Then again, I suppose it's like actually not entirely true. A lot of the world is pretty lactose intolerant. So I suppose it's like it's not that common ultimately. Yes, carded cheese. No, no. You better stop transforming right now. Put a stop to it. And I did. It was not an empty threat. Importing cheese from other countries is actually illegal in Russia, so they've been incentivized to make their own awful cheese, smuggle cheese off. Really? That can't be real. That. I don't believe that. Literally incredible. Well, I suppose maybe not literally, but somebody could just give me some sort of proof right now, but I don't know. Free the cheese. Anyway, get down here, get the rest of the stuff. I already got the cursed chest, so I'm feeling pretty all right. That said, I'm not feeling super confident, but I'm feeling pretty all right. Yeah. Actual run, Pog. Yeah. I want to say that it's not like that, but it is. Unfortunately. Sort of thing where you have to laud me for even for cobbling together a simple run. Pyrotechnic's ain't too bad, but I don't have anything that's really doing. I do have. Oh yeah, well, you know. Actually, I got some good synergies here. If I had like poison on extra targets, maybe that would be something else to take. But I think Snowman and his good bird friend are going to be having a good run past this point. All right, and then yeah, I can't really afford too much of anything else, which is not great, but you can take what you can get, I suppose. The elements converge, fire and ice. Like the prequel to Solomon's Key. Once again, references to video games that nobody's ever heard of. Frozen target, not good in this case, unfortunately. Ah, well. Let's just get on with this here. Is there cheese-flavored vodka? There's a lot of flavored. I actually genuinely like flavored good vodkas. Give me like a caramel one with choco milk, and it's like chalky milk, I mean. And it's like, that's like not a terrible drink. And a little bit stronger than your average oil grenade would have been sick with pyrotechnics. Well, the owl is already giving me oil, so I don't really need it as it turns out. I'm actually doing just fine here. As you can see. Bruh. Well then. Oh boy. Well, as soon as that owl gets back... Okay, come on now. Slowdown is actually kind of messing me up here. Well, once again. Once more onto the breach as I use all of my potion charges right now. As always, 5-cell tactics not working out super great. Guess I really don't need the crow's feet with the ice bow as it exists. Too bad. Malaise cleared. It clearly did not. Motion twin. I would say that you should probably fix that. Streamer bad. Hey. Hey. While true, I'm trying my best. All right. In the meantime, yeah, it ain't looking too hot, despite the fact that I got pyrotechnics right now. Fortunately. While true, yes. While true, streamer equals bad. That's how you create an infinite loop. Look, I would know. I'm a doctor. All right. Now then, streamer bad, but we love him anyway. That's not... I would rather be great, but hated. Feared, but respected. You are not following my wishes. Just wondering, is it bad to have been gifted 7 emotes and 4 subs for streamers and you first on Twitch? No, that's fine. That just happens. I'd say that's cool. I mean, you just hang out in like a stream for long enough, I think that, especially like if people are feeling particularly generous, you just kind of accrue a bunch of subs over time. It ain't too bad, because you get to use your emotes too. Come on. Oh, that said, it's just like, man, only it was a little bit more auspicious of a run. Too bad, you lovable failure. I don't like this. I am not okay with this turn of events. Jeez. Well, at least, like I said, we're really starting to pop off in terms of, like, actual damage now, though. It's working out okay. Feel like I don't deserve any of it. I mean, as the person that is currently streaming, I don't either, but I am also not going to turn it down. Yeesh. Okay. Auspicious. Australia suspicious? No, as in, like, fortunate. Wealthy. How would I describe this? Having auspices. Good. Favorable. Favorable. That's the word. That's the word I'm trying to think of. It is not a favorable outcome. It is an inauspicious one. Also, what's in Australia? Well, it is our only country that is also a continent. Good. I know words. Wait, auspices is actually a word? Yes! Like, do you not know the etymology of a lot of these sort of things? Like, you speak English, don't you? English major. Hardly. Guy who does a lot of language study, so he sees synonyms for words, like, every single day? Yes. You'll get that sort of thing nailed into your head one way or another. And suddenly are using the word extravagance on a daily basis. Let's go! Ah, thank you, Mikila Gorilla. Belmont's Whip is interesting. There's something that is attacking something up there. I don't like it. Oh boy, oh boy. At first, the south wind. Yeah, I wasn't really entirely sure what it meant. Doesn't surprise me that it's something like that, though. Origins of words and languages are a mystery sometimes. An enigma wrapped in a... Oh, come on, come up with something. Riddle. There we go. One more left. Does Doc have any hobbies? Clearly my hobby is streaming for internet and playing video game and just generally being a toxic, incredibly toxic streamer. Just incredibly toxic. Anyway. Skull fragment. Bomber said, "Hey you." Yeah, enemies do, regardless of what they are. I think the best one I've seen is the rats yelling at you when they get spawned due to malaise. That's how you can kind of tell if they're being spawned in, if they shout at you before doing that. Okay, all right. Really worried, maybe more about the kamikaze bats than anything else right now. How do you play and read chat? I mean, I just glance over a chat occasionally, read a few lines at once. But then I also, like, when I'm glancing away, I'm usually doing so at a point in time that I'm just literally, like, walking forward in a line or something. And basically, if I'm not on a tear, like, monologue-wise. For example, shit. For example, like the start of the runs here, I'm usually at the point where I'm like, hey, okay, I want to focus on, like, let's explain the history of the weapon and blah, blah, blah. But then it's just like, at this point in the run, I got nothing else to say. So basically what we're looking at is just look over at chat all the time to try and get some sort of idea of what would be a good topic of conversation. Or Doc has a third eye. I mean, we all have our third eye. We need to be able to open them in our own ways. I'm just here to help you along the path to enlightenment. Yeah, I'm a gamer. I put all my points into gamer site so that I can look at two things at once. Certainly with how I've been playing in this run, you wouldn't really think that I have too much situational awareness. I think I do a good job with it comparatively, though. Compared to like other people who are streaming a lot, I think that I can, like, I got like 360 degree sight. I hate that. Thanks at least for this. Chameleon confirmed. I mean, I was just talking about that earlier, wasn't I? Yeah. Pathetic only being able to look in one place at a time, even though you have two eyeballs. How do you even live with yourself? What if you need to catch that fly that's over on the neighboring tree? I hate that these guys will not follow me around or anything. They're just like turrets in one place firing off cannonballs at me. Okay. Well, that was a reactionary failure, not anything related to me not seeing it. I can tell you right now, I absolutely saw it, unfortunately. I'd like this, of course, but I do think, like, Double Cross, everything I have right now is just too much better. Good. Good. And, though, let's go into the clock tower. Because, again, I'm going to be honest with you. I'll level with you guys here. I don't got too much hope for this run. I only got one potion charge left, and it's not looking great. However, it's all right. I mean, it's fine. It's not terrible. Could be worse. Okay. Is your eye just one floating orb? No, I mean, my eye is actually just a single point of light in a cloud of smoke. So it's fairly easy to look all around, as it turns out. All right, I'm instead, yeah, like Crow's Wing's not really doing a whole lot for me. Something like Disengagement, on the other hand, I think will. Yeah. Grab, like, Support and Tactical Retreat, kind of fun, but I don't know if that's all that useful. Hunter's Instinct could be okay, too. Hardly ever take Parting Gift. I guess just go Gastronomy. It's been working so far it's been working pretty well this far, and it'll continue from this point. Belle Delphine voice again. I mean, this is it. Hello. What is up with the 2 times damage bombs? Sauron No, I'm more like a flying polyp. Now then. I mean, look, as soon as I regain my Phoenix form, it'll be fine. But for the time being, you just get... I hate this a lot. You just get the pile of ash. I died, by the way. Don't worry, it's cool. Biblically accurate angel, huh? Would you consider a flying polyp to be an angel? Then yes. I would not. There we are. Good. Well, at least I'm back up to 50% health. Like Henry David Thoreau, a floating transparent eyeball. I don't get that reference. Weird. Usually I get those references. You know Sauron wasn't a giant floating eyeball, right? Like, he was sitting at the base of the tower. This is something that... Like, this is something that Tolkien talked about. That's stupid. A big floating eyeball. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now then. Okay. Sheesh. Cutting a little bit close, it works out well. Otherwise, the new lore room in the castle, might want to check that out. Let's try and check that out again. Because like I said, I don't have a whole lot of hope for this run. We're going to try our best, as you do. There. He wrote in Nature that when he's in the woods, he transforms into a transparent eyeball that everything passes through while he observes it all. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds... I mean, given what little I know about that guy, that sounds like something he'd write about. Okay. Which is very little, by the way. Now. For the idea the dog is an escaped D&D enemy. D&D enemies can be... Yeah. Yeah, I'm one of the... I'm a Modron. That's why I'm just a giant floating eyeball. I'm a cube... Or not a cube. I'm a pyramid with arms and a single eyeball in the middle, and I'm holding a knife. By the way, go look up a picture of those guys. The original ones, not like the more modern ones that appear in like Planescape Torment. I love that picture. Because it's just like, oh no, that shape has a knife. Look out. That triangle's gonna stab you. Oh, this is not working out well. All right. Well, unfortunately, it looks like I'm going to have to use my last potion charge here if I don't outright die right now. Real possibility. Yeah. No, I'm making reference to what I think is probably the Fiend Folio. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I didn't even get the key. I gotta go do that. All right. Let's at least make it to the castle today. Ah! Probably end up calling this one, like, messy ice bow run attempt in new alpha or something, just to couch expectations. Because it is messy. Why aren't you using Alienation Acceptance? Oh, man, I don't know. With the way that enemies have been changed up to be faster attacking and everything, it just feels like that's probably... Dealing with that many curses is going to be rough. And even then, on that point, I need to find some food in the first place to be able to curse me. And that, even with the amount that I've been getting in the run, hasn't been enough. It's unfortunate. And I'm making it work to a certain extent. I ain't dead yet, but... Yeesh. Yes. Teleport down here so I can kill you. Well, at least, you know, the ice, of course, has been pretty good at keeping enemies kind of in place and everything. It's just, oh, I don't know. I think there's better choices that you can have, especially if you're looking for the really overpowered stuff to even try and deal with modern 5-cell mode. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about usefulness of this particular item. Well, poor streamer. Okay. Glad this is the first time I caught you live. Oh, yeah. Miss out on all these great runs that have been going on. How could you live with yourself? Well, two-handed survival weapons are good. Yeah, the unfortunate thing is, though, is that I've kind of covered all of them at this point. Yeah. Pretty sure. Go back and look at the list I got here. You got this. I think Keeper... I mean, we'll see. You never want to be too sure of yourself, but big range like this works pretty well when fighting. So I think I'll probably... Especially if I can... Yeah. Stuns from the freezing is actually working out in my favor to kind of protect me a bit. Just gotta make sure my owl stays out. That'll do it. Good stuff. New update, new showcases. I mean, it's really just the one. Good animation. It's really just the one item, though. I still say that the fourth season is going to be the definitive one for the showcases. I just think that I've poured so much blood, sweat, and tear in this one. I feel like I don't want to just like be like, season 5 because we got a new update. Oh, sure, Doc will make a video of every single weapon again. This one has, I mean, I haven't done that since the first season. Each one of the previous ones has been unfinished, basically. Not bad, but can't really say it's something I want. Season 4, though, baby. That's the complete one. That's the one where it all comes together. The ultimate experience. Even if it's sometimes a little bit messy. Even Scythewith's nerfs is still pretty good with kill rhythm. Really? Yeah, I was wondering if that was actually going to work with that. Because I remember when I first saw it, I was like, well, that would be the weapon you'd want to use it with, right? But it just felt like, you know, maybe Motion Twin did, you know, thought the same thing and kind of prevented that interaction. But I guess, no, it does work, huh? Something to think about. Something to think about. Well, in the meantime, we're at least looking for that new sweet lore. Sick lore, dog. Yeah, almost got me. Stunning, unfortunately, ain't going to work too well against these guys. The spinning prevents them from being hit by projectiles, and the shield that the Royal Guards come up with, same thing. Kind of rough. Kind of rough. That said, it's going okay right now. Just kind of got to work my way through here, taking on enemies one at a time. Got low enough melees that I can hang out here for a little bit, no problem. This, however, definitely don't want to hang out with. All right. Oh yeah, there is the new DLC. You gotta remember, I got the Fatal Falls coming out here. Still have not watched a trailer for it, so I don't really know what to expect. But I'm sure I'll be only too acquainted with it soon enough. How late am I? This is whatever happens in this run. This is the last run, and as you can see, I'm no potion charges, so it ain't looking too hot or cold. It ain't looking cool here. Whatever sort of punnery that you want to make, given the current build that I'm using. We'll see, though. You never know. Maybe the miracle could happen. No, the miracle never happened. I just said maybe take on these guys one at a time, but it's working out okay. Like Mother Gunship? I have not. Seemed interesting. That was by the Tower of Guns guys, right? So, like, I got some goodwill for it, but yeah, I haven't played it myself. It doesn't look hot using the ice bow. Yeah, I know. I realized that after I said it. Okay, here's where the ice bow is really starting to get some good usage there, hitting the Guardian Knight immediately. Yeesh. Also, new Undermine stuff. I really gotta go back to Undermine. I gotta go finish Hades, all that sort of stuff. But you know, I mean, if you've been around the streams, you know, look, Hades is a good game. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of the same opinion that I have on Ori when I played that. I'm just like, this is a good game, but I'm just like, I don't know. You know, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I started the series. I'm going to finish it. Don't worry, Doc. Kakoi. Okay, thank you. Never see it coming. No boy. Yeah. Oh. Now, I don't even know if I want to go for 3 keys here. I already feel like I'm on the razor's edge just trying this. But then again, maybe I want to get as many stats as possible. Somebody realized what I was doing there. Stupid bits. Ooh, frontline shield. Of course, not going to be useful here, but still. Yeah. Make sure you have a supercomputer if you're playing Mother Gunship. Yeah. I hate when that sort of thing happens, but it's like it might be. I still got so many games I'm working my way through. There's no way that I'm going to be starting up anything like super new anytime soon here. Well, that's not on the list, basically, is what I'm saying. Take him down. Didn't take him down fast enough. Those Royal Guards are very, very impenetrable when they go up that shield. Well, they're very impenetrable to range. I love Hades, but it's definitely only for the extremely horny. You'd think I'd like it more then. I mean, I do like it. I like the game. It's just, you know... I'll still finish it. Just, Anyway, speaking of Hades and Dead Cells Discord, we're talking about Hades, then somebody added the whole server of 14,000 people. Why is that even allowed? Why is that even like something that's still enabled? Oh boy. All right. I guess at this rate I might have to just go for all 3 keys anyway. Yeah. Unless... Oh, is this the lore room? What do we got? Is that a Buster Sword? Interesting. Yes, those two never got along very much. Okay, so I'm thinking that was probably... Okay, shut up. And the collector in the background with knives. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, so I guess that's the reference that they were talking about with the human flesh being the last feast that was served up at the castle. All right, all right. Needless to say, I think yet again a fairly obvious new origin for the Malays, if you're still looking into that. I had my suspicions before. I mentioned that anytime I was doing any sort of speculation about the Malays, but it's just like, you know, in the same way that you can get terrible diseases from like eating brains and the like, eating human flesh is also a good way to that set up as well. The excesses of the rich. Scroll fragment. Oh, I'll have to go back and get that. But hey, I did get 60 here. It's not a common occurrence in the castle, certainly. But then again, it's like, God, how this has been going. Could I even afford to do anything less? That does go to show you, though, that it's like, all I need to do is I just got to get used to it. Got to get used to it. Ah! So close. 32. Let's go. Good damage. Good synergies. I think we're looking pretty all right here. I'm not even going to explore the rest of the castle. I'm just going to go. Yeah, a speedrunner roll for some reason was allowed to do that. Still, I would think. Oh, 2 times damage Hokuto's bow. Probably not for the DPS, though, unfortunately. Not that I'm going to be using it anyway, of course, but you know how it is. Tempting thing to take at any run, almost. When I saw the room, it was all blank text. That would have been funny, but I'm glad that we at least got like a little bit of extra lore there. The idea that the Hand of the King has been subsisting probably off of eating zombies is kind of wacky, though. Potentially. 2 times damage, Mushroom Boy. Nah, I don't think anything here is worth taking. Let's go. What if we kiss and we were both in Wisconsin? What? Why did I read that? What does it even mean? I mean, well, like, what if we kiss, though? It'd be hilarious, though, right? I mean, unless, you know, you're into it. Remember Ice and Hokuto's bow build? I don't remember that in particular. I can see how it would work. You do get bleed. And also the freeze and slow. There's good stuff there. All right, get the slow down there. Slow down there. I knew it was going to happen, too. Ugh. Oof, oh, this ain't looking too hot, as I was saying. Weird hitboxes yet again.